Thanks, Dr. Drogo. Yes? Can I help you?
Oh, no, I was wondering if I could help you if you needed, help at all.
Are you a doctor?
No, but there's a doctor inside. But if you needed carrying inside, I could carry you inside.
No, 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 I'm fine.
Okay. Have we met before?
I have no idea.
My name's Willie.
Is that, your car parked in the, restricted area?
Yes, I was just showing my friend. I'm gonna move it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Hello. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm here to see my stepfather.
Stepfather, what's
Oh,
their
sorry, let me introduce myself. My name is Norman.
name? Norman.
My
Right.
father is, Harold Hoffman.
Correct, you must be his stepson.
Yes.
Let me show you to their room.
Thank you very much. You, you're not Ellie, are you?
No, no, I'm Avian.
Hi, Avian. My name is Norman.
Nice to meet you. How much have you heard about your father's condition?
They just told me on the phone, something about, heart problems.
Yes, when we get to the room, I'll tell you further.
Thank you. I mean, I came as quick as I could. Got the next flight out.
Oh, may I ask where you're from?
From, south of England.
Oh, okay. Just through here.
Thank you very much. So, can you tell me what exactly, what happened?
Of course I can tell you your family and your name is listed in the profile. So what happened? The other day I was, attending a wedding yesterday and I noticed your father on the ground and they were complaining of irregular heartbeat and chest pain, so I promptly took them with the aid of another civilian to the hospital where we administered the appropriate medication and did cardiac tests and hooked him up to the monitor overnight, and his condition is improved and stable. We have yet to do more tests, but I administered blood thinners just in case of a blood clot. Also,
Yes, carry on,
your
sorry.
your father mentioned that a scooter ran into him. I did not notice any injuries from that, but it probably most likely did not help the matters.
Yes, as he, put himself in harm's way again.
Oh, no, it was not his fault at all. A scooter jumped the railing and hit him.
Right. Right. Is he, he's conscious or sleeping?
Oh, he's just in here fast asleep.
Okay. Is there any more information you can tell me about possible recovery? Is he able to travel?
He was able to walk on his own accord to get changed, so I believe that is a good sign, and I believe he should be able to travel, yes.
Well, at least that's something. Is there anything else I need to know?
Oh, I, can't think of a thing, no. My apologies.
That's fine. Thank you for your service and getting him up and about.
Of course, this is what I signed up for, to help others. I'm glad I was equipped with the knowledge and the know-how to help your father.
Is the member staff that contacted me, are they around?
Let me do a quick check. No, Dr. Ellie Davis is not around.
Okay, can you send my thanks for the same.
Oh, I will. I couldn't have done it without Dr. Davis's help.
Good. Would you mind giving me
Also-
sorry, finish.
Oh, my apologies. Also, there is a Berlin Milton that, without their help, we wouldn't have gotten to the hospital in time for your father. So they were instrumental in for helping your father.
Right, I don't know, is there any way to get in touch with them?
I can give you their number. They also work at a Try Hard Studios. They may be open just now, or would you like their number?
Okay. As long as they're okay with it.
Oh, I can give them a call and ask if I can give them your information, or ask them where they are. Maybe you would like to say thank you in person.
Yes, I think that would be a good gesture on my part.
All right. Just a quick minute. I'll give them a call.
So this is Norman. Norm was actually my first ever RP character. And I thought I'd try and find a reason to bring him back in some form.
Looks like Berlin is working the bar tonight, and they're right there. If you wanna, and they're all right if you wanna go say hello.
Yes, I think that would be a wise thing to do. Is it okay to go in and see him? Obviously, I won't wake him up. So,
Oh, of course. More than welcome to. I'll give you your privacy.
Lovely, thank you.
I'll just be in the lobby.
Thank you very much. So, yeah, turns out that Norman is Harold's stepson. My tablet is not working today, so emoting is going to be very difficult if I can't. Tablet's got one job, which is the touchscreen is supposed to work, but the touchscreen isn't working. So we might have to go back to basics. Oh, Father. What mess have you got yourself into this time? Let's have a look at that. Better soon. Go live your best life. Illy Berlin. I guess I better go and see Berlin. Berlin should be able to give me some information about what Harold's been up to. But yeah, that's the emo I was looking for. Gotta be serious. Serious. I got anything on me? Stuff. Still got my taser and first aid kits from before. Food. Now, Norman's been away for quite some time. Is it before Christmas? Maybe November? He kind of left under a little bit of a dark cloud. Because he felt like he disgraced himself. Because of he was defending his colleagues.
Why?
Hey, thank you very much. I'll be back to see him a bit later on.
Oh, more than welcome to.
Lovely. What did you say your name was, Dr.?
Oh, I'm a recruit, or paramedic. Avian is the name.
Okay. Thank you, Avian. I'll be back a bit later on.
Alright. You drive safe out there. It was raining earlier.
Yes. Yeah, I got a little bit of work coming in. Try hard, you say?
Yeah. Try hard.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
So we left under a little bit of a dark cloud. Because he was defending some of his friends from what was the chief of medicine? Technically he's going to be driving himself, but he's not. So we're going to head down to, I mean, needs must, we can't we don't have an extra taxi driver to do anything with, so he was defending public property, I suppose. The chief of medicine found out that Norman maybe backed the ambulance into his sports car passive aggressively, and then drunkenly came out of the party when someone blurted out in front of everyone what had actually happened. And the chief of medicine began waving a bat around. He told the chief of medicine to stop, kept backing away. Chief of medicine kept walking towards him, bat drawn. Norman had obviously been given a taser as part of his EMS training, because he was with the EMS paramedic, and he used to wear a bowler hat. And he basically he tased the chief of medicine because he wouldn't back off. Then after he tased the chief of medicine, they still kept coming, and they actually assaulted Norman. And the normally pleasantly mannered Norman had reached his kind of breaking point. And he fought back. Unfortunately, a couple of people got in the way of him throwing punches, but he did land a couple and put the chief of medicine on the floor, but then got handcuffed and taken away to one side. But the chief of medicine was unscathed. They didn't get handcuffed or anything, so that was a bit strange at the time. He was then put in the back of a couple of cars. One of them was a squad car, whilst everyone was chatting and what have you. And then an officer came over and opened the door and said, "Right, you can leave," and that was it. And when he was released out of the back of the squad car, not one person came to see how he was, which was kind of felt a bit weird. No one, felt the need to defend Norman. No one felt the need to just kind of come up to him and say, "Oh, I'm glad you weren't arrested. I would have done the same." Something like that. So he felt a bit let down, I suppose. So he kind of went off and did a bit of thinking and decided to hand in his notice. So he left a letter on the chief of medicine's desk and handed in his notice. And then he called the reporter at the time, called Logan. He told them to meet him at the pier, because he wanted to discuss what had happened. And what I'm trying to say, and he was going to make a kind of a swift exit. He kind of felt that no one would miss him, so he was like, "Well, I'm just gonna, say my goodbyes to one of the people that he was closest to, and sail off by motorbike, by jet, to the sunset, kind of literally." So he did that. And what I obviously linked up yesterday. Well, no, I've been planning this for a little while. To kind of reintroduce Norman. It's just that the server closure has kind of made me have to kind of speed up the process of it. So Harold Hoffman, my other character, he was doing his thing, doing his news reporting thing. Had clean bill of health when he had a checkup and stuff. I wanted to kind of, I wanted to do that to kind of maybe lay the seed of, well, he's well. If something happens to him, then what happens? Or what happened to him? There might be a mystery around that. So I then attended the wedding of William Banjo yesterday as Harold. Just by chance, he did get run over by a scooter, so he got a little injured. But he had a little bit of a flirt with a lady called Moira, which was fun. And but basically, he went off to one side because he was feeling kind of a bit hot, like his heart was beating fast, and he thought it was just like the fact that he had been speaking to a wonderful young woman, but he started to have chest pains and promptly collapsed, and he was taken to hospital. And we were just going to see Berlin to thank them for basically saving his life. So that's where we are, and that's what we're doing. So this was actually the location of his last the last time he was here. Things didn't quite go to plan.
Today, everything,
Yeah. Hi there, how can I help you?
I am looking for Berlin.
Oh, that's me, I'm Berlin.
Hi, my name is Norman.
Oh, you're the gentleman Avi mentioned.
Indeed. Can we have a private word?
Sure, yeah, we can head over here to the VIP area.
Move over this way. Red, move over.
Hi, so yeah, Avi was saying you know Harold?
He's my stepfather.
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you got to see him. I'm like, he's okay. I was so worried about him.
Well, he's sleeping at the moment. Maybe I'll give him an earful when he wakes up, but can you tell me exactly what happened?
Yeah, so we were at the wedding, and he did get like in a small vehicular accident.
Something about a scooter.
Yeah, so like a scooter went a bit rogue and it clipped him. But Avi attended him straight away, and he was like in good spirits. And then he was talking to this lovely woman, Moira, and he thought he was just like getting a bit like he was getting butterflies in his chest because he hadn't spoken to like a woman in like so long. And then he had to go sit down, and I left to say goodbye to Moira. And when I came back, he was like lying there on the ground with Avi at him, and I was like, "We need to get him to the hospital." So I put him in my car, and we drove him to the hospital. And then Avi and Ali seen to him, and they kind of stabilized him and stuff. So yeah, that's everything I know.
So I believe my thanks are in order. You pretty much probably saved his life.
I mean, I'm glad I could. Harold means so much to me. He's been such a sweetheart. He's been like a dad to me since like I got to the city. So I was like so glad he pulled through. Like I've never really been in a hospital before apart from like plastic surgery. So like waiting in that reception area to find out if he was okay was just like so stressful. But yeah, you're more than welcome. And I'm glad you're gonna get to see him because he speaks about you like all the time.
Yes, 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 we are close. It's a bit complicated, but
Yeah. I'm
how has
glad
he
you're here.
how has he been generally?
Um, well, so full disclosure, I'm his therapist, so I can't really disclose anything confidential. But he's kind of been up and down. He was like a little bit like searching for himself in like the city, and I feel like he was really getting there and like moving forward. And he was trying to reconnect with like his family and stuff to make sure everyone was okay. So, um, I think he had a little bit of a rough patch, but he was on the way up. He was like making good life choices and stuff. Apart from when he got himself in the hostage situation, that was not a good life choice. But I gave him into trouble for that.
He was getting himself in trouble again, was he?
Yeah, because of his work. But I said to him, Harold, you can't be putting yourself in danger. You have friends and family who need you. And that was something he was working on.
Yes, yes. He's been working on that for many years. Never quite got it right, has he?
No, but I think he knows that, and he's like getting ready to, or he was trying to turn that around. And I think this health scare probably will like make him really reconsider it as well.
Yes, I hope this is finally like a proper wake up call. You know.
Yeah, and he was really good at what he did. Wait, 2 seconds. Here, I kept these under the bar because I just love reading them. So like you can see his work and how good he is and what he's been writing about in the city.
Oh, seems I've got a lot to catch up on, I guess.
Yeah, and his last article is really good, really good. So I think you'd like enjoy it.
Does
Last
it,
as in last issue, not as in last as like his last on the Mortal Coil.
Yeah, yeah. When I got the message, I was a bit concerned. This was maybe I might have been too late. I obviously got here as quick as I could.
Yeah. Well, we got really good like doctors and stuff here, so they got to him straight away. It was really lucky. And he was just acting like he was like just a little bit tired and like little butterflies in his belly. No, he was not that well. So, but he's on the mend, and you're here, and that's all that matters.
So, obviously you can't tell me anything about being his therapist and all, but how was his drinking?
He had curbed it because again, I told him to stop drinking so much. And that was as a friend, not just as like his therapist. So, I think he was using it, for a little bit, to kind of deal with his demons. And I said to him, that's not a healthy way. Got to make healthy choices. And he was definitely making like a conceded effort to like alter his drinking habits, especially the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, he would disappear into the drink sometimes, extra stressful situations, but he didn't really help himself. You know, he would always put himself in those stressful situations. So
Yeah.
hopefully this is maybe a turning point because he's getting on a bit. So
yeah,
but
maybe it's time for him to like hang up his journalist trilby and just go spend time with his family. Maybe go to Spain and visit Moria.
yeah. Maybe I'll have to get in touch with this. Maybe his friends that he's made here. I used to be here a few maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I did tell him, coming here wouldn't be the greatest adventure he's thinking it is, but he wouldn't be stopped. you know how fathers can be.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's like he made like good decisions coming here, and he was really forced to like look at his reflection and consider his life and reflect upon himself.
Yeah, I just hope it wasn't running away from his problems, you know. I hope this
Yeah.
wasn't an excuse. So, but apparently he's stable. I think he's going to be up for visitors later.
Oh God, I'd like to go by and like see him, make sure he's like okay, and not shout at him. Can't give him like another chest pain situation.
Yes, the paramedic, what's her name?
AV.
Anne, yes, Avian.
Yeah.
Said, yeah, they've been keeping him under observation. So,
Yeah. Best thing to do, and it'd been a really good place.
So is there anything I can do for you to pay you back for your?
Oh no, I don't think so. Like it just know like it was a pleasure again to like know your dad and hang around with him. Like you look after him for me if he goes back with you or whatever happens. Like he's a sensitive guy. He just doesn't really know how to deal with it, I think. So but he's getting there and he knows he needs to open up a bit.
So is he has he got into any of like the electronic stuff like Twitter and stuff, or
He can live stream now.
right?
Yeah, so he was doing that on Instagram, and he's got I think he's got a social media account on Twitter. He doesn't use it much. He prefers using his newspaper, but yeah, so he's like down with the cats. He knows how to work technology.
Yeah, it's taken him quite a while to get around to, you know, but he always put it off. I don't need to know about phones and stuff, but you know, times move on. Well, I suppose I might as well get a drink while I'm here. If you're still open, I take it.
Yeah. What would you like? We've got an open tab from the owner, so everything's free. What would you like to drink?
You've got any soft drinks?
Yeah, we got E-Cola Light, Sprunk Light.
I'll have a couple of those diet ones, please. Do I have
They're
my
just
card?
in that little cocktail shaker right in front of you.
You sure you don't need payment for those?
No, there's like a tab left open from the wedding last night, so we may as well use it up.
That's very kind of you. Very kind of you. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back to the hospital and try not to give him any info.
It was so lovely meeting you.
Yes. What was your name again? Sorry.
Berlin Milton. And if we're ever open and you're still here, feel free to drop by for a drink.
Will do. And thanks again.
No worries. You take care.
It feels a bit weird being a bit downbeat. But you can imagine you're a son that he's close in age to Harold. Is it still raining? It's still bloody raining. Close in age to Harold. According to my spreadsheet, Norman is 51. Harold is 60. So he married Norman's mum, and Norman's mum passed away in 2000. To 2020. So I think, according to my ages and things, Harold was 10 years younger than Norman's mum. I've had to write it all down, otherwise I would have been completely lost. Is there anywhere... Nowhere open, I take it. Right, so Norman knows that that is Banjo and Willie now. So Norman knows that that was the party. He knows that that's Moira. Norman's gonna follow a couple of people, so he's gonna follow Moira. Right, do we have... Gonna follow his father. Right, we can assume that he's read all of this. I'm not going to read it myself because I'm made it as Harold. Now, it's very hard jumping back into a character you've never played for quite some time. I didn't know who I knew, so I'm kind of using a kind of a blank slate, just saying. He doesn't know anybody, but you can imagine how much of a somber mood he's in. He's come all this way. His dad has got himself in a pickle, and this time it was, you know, a life-threatening thing. So, so you can imagine he's kind of partly relieved and partly annoyed at the situation. He's had to come back to this city that didn't have good vibes from when he left. So I'm going to ask Avi if possibly
Excuse me. Hello.
Oh yeah, I did, I went to thank Berlin for saving his life. She told me most of the details.
Oh, excellent. Berlin's wonderful.
Do you happen to know someone called Logan?
Yes. Logan, yeah, Logan works reception here.
Oh, they're not doing the news reporting anymore.
I don't believe so. News reporting is done by your father these days.
Yeah, Berlin gave me a couple of his newsletters. I've had a brief read. Seemingly, a lot's happened. A lot has, he's been getting himself into trouble, sticking his nose in. He's getting too old for this.
I just realized what I can buy
Trouble. Your father does a lot for this city.
for a proper
You know,
boat.
giving people the power of information.
Can we go jet skiing?
I mean, if people didn't know about this cult stuff, they wouldn't be able to protect themselves.
There's
Yes,
fucking seats.
you can understand I'm being
Bye!
protective, being his stepson and all. He's closest thing to a father I've had in quite some time. I'm, you have to forgive me. Since mother passed away 2 years ago, it's been a bit tough. And I told him not to come here. I told him that this was a fool's venture, you know. But he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't. You know how parents can be. Sometimes when they get something in their head, they set their mind to it, you know. Can't stop them. I'm only his son, you know, or his stepson. Well, anyway, it's me ranting and complaining.
No, I'm always here to talk. I mean, I'm here to help others.
When I got here, I was ready to bend his ear, but luckily I've calmed down. You can understand.
How do you mean?
Well, I've told him to, you know, he's getting on a bit, and he doesn't need to be putting himself in stressful situations, and he's not as young as he used to be. He can't kind of go around tracing stories like he used to do when he was 30, you know.
Well, your father's work means a lot to us in this city. It keeps us connected through the power of the word. I mean, I've always said if you know better, you do better. And your father really provided great service.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's something. The do you happen to have Logan's number? When I got here, all the phone settings seemed to reset.
Oh, do you know Logan?
Yes, a good friend of mine.
Oh, in that case, I'm sure Logan wouldn't mind if I give you their number. Are you ready for their number? Wait, I think I can share contact.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely. It'd be nice to hear from them again.
Would you like my number just in case you need to get a hold of me?
Sure. Sure. What did you say the name of the other attending doctor?
That would be Ellie Grace Davis.
Okay, I can put a name to the number. That's good. Good. Right, so I'm gonna pay him one final visit and maybe pop to the shop and get him some spare clothes.
Alrighty. You take care of yourself.
Yeah, I will do.
Just know that your father's in good hands.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I don't like being a shit. But he's a bit pissed off and relieved at the same time. What we're going to do is pretend we went in and saw him. So is there anything else? Just says, I don't like looking at an empty bed. That's why I'm avoiding it. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go off to the shop and get him some spare clothes and come back. Should have done that before, really. But a couple of other things I need to do. Send a message to Logan. I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes.
Oh, alright. Take care.
So I'm going to send a message to Logan. Right, where are you? Oh, I can't spell. I don't actually know Ellie's second name. It's just Ellie Grace. Something. Let's message. Did it just take Avi's profile picture? Strange. Hi, Logan. It's Norman. Sorry, I haven't been in touch. I heard my stepfather had an accident yesterday. I got the next plane out to talk some sense into him. I hope you are well. It would be nice to see you again. I don't know why it's taken the profile picture. For Avi. This Avian is 3959528. It is a different number. Can't remove the picture. That's a bit annoying. That's a bit annoying. Right. Nearest clothes shop, just around the corner. Good. Let's go get him some clothes. Now, from what I remember, whoa, steady on there. Norman was a bit of a stickler for procedure. Everything should be done by the book. With the book, etc., etc. So, I remember when I was playing as the paramedic, I used to kind of complain about how like procedures and things weren't followed to do with the ambulances and what have you. Things needed to be done right. So to see someone at the hospital we used to work parked in the hospital bay in the place that says keep clear irked him. So we're basically gonna say picked up variety of their clothes. We're also probably going to say that Norman is probably going to be possibly that he's going to park up there. Doing a bit of solo RP. Kind of going through the motions. I wonder if I can ask AV about Chief of Medicine. I mean, finding out about stuff that... Why am I heading up there? I should be heading back to the hospital. I'm a dum-dum. I'm a dum-dum. Oh yeah, is it okay if I go straight to his room?
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Your family.
Okay. Drop off. Clothes. No running in the halls now. No running in the halls. Right. Let's do a chair. Spare set of clothes. Norman. I will text you the motel. I am staying at Norman. Cool. Right. Let's go to this motel and park up. I don't think Norman doesn't actually have enough money to valet his car. I don't even know if he has a car. Got a bike, speeder. He's got an Issy up at the beach. Thanks. I've left the clothes on the chair.
Oh, kind of you.
I've left him a note as well. I'm obviously going to be staying at a motel somewhere in town. And I told him you'll tell him that I will contact him to tell him the location, so he can come by when he's well enough.
Is there anything else you want me to tell your father when he wakes up?
Well, you could have told him he's been a stupid git, but no. I can tell him that myself, but I'll also tell him that I'm glad he's okay. So.
Well, thank you for coming by.
Well, thank you for taking care of him.
Of course. That's what I love to do most. Yeah, and thanks for coming by. We often don't get visitors to see patients who have an extended stay here.
Well, hopefully you won't be here for very long. I don't plan on sticking around too much. Do you on the kind of the off chance, do you know if Chief of Medicine, red-haired fellow, does he still work here?
Chief of Medicine, No, we have two Chiefs of Medicine, one Dr. Winchester and one Dr. Orion Spelt.
Ah. Oh, he got a promotion. That's
Are you
good.
talking about Sebastian? No, they're
No.
in charge of the morgue. No?
No. I believe his name was Dr. Takeart.
Oh, no. They no longer work here. Last I saw him was at the press conference after the whole cult thing happened.
Couldn't stick it out, eh? Couldn't stick it out. Never mind.
From what I hear, they didn't leave on good terms.
Well, that's Karma, I believe. Anyway,
If
I've
everything. Oh, sorry.
everything what?
If everything they say is true about all that things he did, um, I don't know. It's a good thing no longer chief of medicine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just glad Logan's okay.
Yeah. Well, I better go my rounds. I like to visit all the room the patients are in and keep them company. Not everyone has the benefit of a visitor.
Yeah. So that's good of you. Right, I best be preparing stuff for the journey home, etc. So maybe back a bit later if I don't see you. Thanks again.
Well, nice to meet you, Norman.
Lovely. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Got a little bit of satisfaction out of that. Knowing that Dr. Datehart's not working at the hospital anymore. And didn't leave on good terms. What a shame! Because Norman obviously found out that Dr. Takehart injured Logan as well, so... Not nice. He's not going to bring that up with a Logan. Bad memories and all. Right, I'm going to do... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Right, now, I'm wondering how to play the motel. Motel? Motel. Is this the motel? Thought it was the motel. Maybe that's the motel. I know there's a parking thing nearby. I suppose technically he's not allowed to text Harold. I should have said that he was gonna... That's not the place I was thinking of. So we are going to wake up as Harold in a minute. Just want to get to a location. He's going to be pretty much stranded up here. So there's a car park there. I don't remember where that motel is. Nah, I'm just gonna park up and then log off as Norman. can't park the car because it's a taxi, and we're not going to give it back. We're not going to give it back. Right. Okay. Okay. Preparing quest authentication ticket. Come on. I'm gonna have to shut down all the stuff to get it running. Well, I logged off, and noticed the server's actually down. Poopy. Right, let's exit all the things. Why can't I find Discord in it? Oh. Let's try it one more time. Carpets paid to my return as Norman because I can't get back as Harold because the server just went down, or the service just went down. But anyway, what I will do, I will show those of you that weren't here at the start of the stream. I will show you the little vignette I made for Norman returning. Now, as you may know, Harold Hoffman, my other character, he had an accident yesterday. Got run over by a scooter, and it wasn't the cause of of his problems, he actually had some heart palpitations and ended up having to be rushed to hospital. Whilst he was being attended to, he said, contact my stepson. So, someone did. Someone contacted his stepson. And his stepson flew in the next day to give him an earful. So there you go. There's my little... I thought I had a little bit of fun with reintroducing a character. It was strange kind of coming back after, I think it was November. It was either October or November that I was last as Norman. Very prim and proper, very down the line type person. And kind of coming back and meeting people. I kind of just started fresh because I couldn't remember if I had known people before. And the way I kind of wanted to play it was like focused on his father. First of all, if you kind of think of, you get a phone call, you kind of fear the worst, hope for the best. And when you get there, you find out he's kind of okay. So it was a bit of a scare, and you want to kind of punch him in the face. But you also want to hug him and say, "I'm glad you're okay," kind of thing. So I was kind of in between that, and I was kind of solemn and just you know, I was focused on, right, I need to go see how he is, make sure he's okay, right, I need to prepare other stuff to do, etc, etc. So I kind of just went through the motions. You know, thanked a number of people for basically saving his life. So yeah, I've got some things to prepare next week. I may share that. I may actually share that on my Twitter. I usually just share it on the RP Discord, but maybe I'll share it on the Twitters so people kind of... I'm not very good at promoting myself. Really not. Anyway, because the server's down, we can't get back on. So, old poop. So, what's coming up? What are we doing? We just finished the final round of one of our sim racing championships today. I consolidated my 4th place in the championship. I was never going to get anything more than that. But the championship leader lost the championship lead in the last round. The top 3 were separated by 1 point in the end. So, how about that? We've got our last round of the Nissan GT4 Championship on Tuesday, which I am doing. I'm actually leading that championship, so that's going to be quite fun. And then after that, I believe starting up one of our new championships, which I'm going to have to prepare a little bit for, which is going to be on a Sunday. We're actually doing 2 championships on every other Sunday. So one's going to be on one Sunday, and then one's going to be on the other Sunday, and they will swap. So one of them is going to be a Porsche 992 championship. Again, it's a 6-round championship. First round is Monaco. Oh dear. Apparently it's going to rain. That should be quite fun. And then the one that it's alternating with is a Super GT 500 championship. So we're heading to Japanese tracks. Places I've not really been to before. and especially not in the cars that we're going to be racing in. So yeah, got to do a little bit of prep for that. We're possibly going to be back doing some RP on Wednesday. Depends who's about, really. I'm doing a lot of stuff in the background, which hopefully is going to come to fruition next week. But we will see. Because I've got a bit of real life work that earns money. I've got stuff to do next week, so we will see. But anyway, thank you for watching my little experiment to try something a bit new. Little vignettes and what have you. So that's kind of cool. Just a pity we couldn't get back on as Harold to do anything extra. Maybe we will come on as Harold Tuesday evening after my racing. Maybe I'll do that if I'm not too exhausted, because we need to kind of wrap up his story and yeah. So we can assume that his Norman's giving him an earful when he gets back to the motel. Right, anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your weekend. There's not really much of it left, but I'll see you soon.